Hello ma'am, this is Betty. I'm going to explain the 7th experiment in database triggers. So first question, create a simple trigger that does not allow delete operations on the supplier table. So I'm going to show the trigger that does not allow delete operations on the supplier table. So here I'm giving the syntax as create or replace trigger. I'm naming it as T1. So using the options as before delete on supplier table. For each row, declare begin. If deleting, then raise application error. Delete cannot be possible. So I want to give delete operations not possible. So I'm giving delete cannot be possible and end if nm. So here the trigger has been created. And now for the second question, given create a trigger that raises an user defined error message and does not allow updating the order table. So I'm going to create a trigger that does not raise a user defined error message. So for that, the syntax is create or replace trigger. So giving is T2 before update on order. So in the order table, so given as on orders, for each row I'm going to declare the user defined error message. So begin. If updating, then raise application error. Update operation cannot be executed, end if end. Here the trigger is created. The third question, write a trigger to implement referential integrity policy on delete set null in order quantity table. So here for that, create or replace trigger T3 before delete on order quantity for each row begin. If deleting, then update orders on set order ID end if end. Trigger is created. Now for the fourth question, write a trigger to update the order table whenever the customer ID is updated in the customer table. So here I want to write a trigger to update the order table when the customer ID is updated in the customer table. So for that, the syntax is create or replace trigger T4, naming it as T4 before update on customer for each row begin. So using if condition, so if new customer ID is equal to old customer ID, I'm using the semicolons, then update orders is 0. Set customer ID, new customer ID. So I'm going to set the customer ID is equal to new customer ID, end if end. Trigger is created. Then sixth question, create trigger which checks whether supply date is less than current date. So I'm going to check the trigger the supply date is less than the current date. For that, create or replace trigger, I'm naming it as T6. So using before insert on supplier, since it goes supply date on supplier column, for each row begin. If new date is equal greater than system date, then raise application error end if end. The trigger is created. This is the 7th experiment triggers. Thank you.